14 days. That is the exact amount of time you need for your old life to become nothing more than a bad memory. But fair warning, if you fail step number 5, which I'll tell you about in a moment, everything you undertake will fail miserably. We aren't talking about motivation here. We're talking about neural reprogramming. You're wondering how to turn your chaos into an empire in just 2 weeks. The answer lies in one single word. But first, you must understand why your will betrays you. Look at yourself in the mirror today. Because if you go through with what I'm about to tell you, the person you see there is going to disappear. We've been lied to. We get fed this, it takes time, be patient. Change is a long process garbage. It's total nonsense. Change is a decision of a few seconds, followed by a protocol of a few days, 14 to be exact. In 2 weeks, your brain can physically rewire itself. This isn't guru theory, it's pure neuroplasticity. If you feel stuck, it's not because you lack talent or luck. It's because your mental operating system is infected with laziness and cheap dopamine. We're going to purge all of it. But be warned, if you aren't ready to suffer a little for 14 days, turn off this video. Go scroll somewhere else. This protocol is reserved for those whose hunger for victory is stronger than their need for comfort. Just a quick word before we keep going. I'm Logan. We started this channel, Psychology Reborn, for anyone who really wants to understand how their brain works and level up their mindset. Our goal is to share keys and truths that you don't hear everywhere else. If you want to give us a boost and make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, please think about subscribing. It's free and it helps us out a ton. All right, let's get back to it. Most people fail because they rely on willpower. Fatal mistake. Willpower is a depletable resource. In 2002, a British study destroyed this myth. They took people who wanted to change their lives. The first group relied on their desire. The second on motivation. The third, they had a war plan. Place, time, action. The result was a slaughter. 91% success rate for those with a plan compared to 35% for the others. The lesson is simple. Motivation is an emotion for amateurs. Professionals rely on systems. If you wait to feel good to take action, you've already lost. In this challenge, we don't ask for your opinion. We execute. We don't think about whether we feel like hitting the gym at 5 a.m. We're just there. Period. Doubt is a luxury for those who don't truly want to succeed. In the United States, there is a performance culture that does not forgive. They call it the 5 a.m. club. This isn't for looking cool on Instagram. It's an unfair psychological head start. When you get up at 5 a.m., you win the war before your neighbor has even turned off his first alarm. This is what Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk do. They aren't smarter than you. They just have more brain time available while the world is still silent. Take Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The guy is over 50, has a massive fortune, but he's in his iron paradise at 4 a.m. Why? Because the body is the temple of the mind. If you can't control your muscles for 30 minutes, how do you expect to control your destiny or $1 million business? In my opinion, morning comfort is the cradle of mediocrity. If you aren't capable of sacrificing a little sleep for your vision, then your vision is worth nothing. Here is a truth that hurts. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. In the US, they say your network is your net worth. During these 14 days, you are going to perform a ruthless audit of your social circle. If your friends spend their time complaining, drinking beer, and criticizing those who succeed, they aren't your friends. They are your anchors. They pull you to the bottom so they don't feel alone in their mediocrity. For 2 weeks, cut ties with the energy vampires. Don't go out. Don't answer futile invitations. Surround yourself virtually with giants. Read biographies, listen to podcasts from geniuses. If your current circle doesn't intimidate you with its ambition, change your circle. You don't climb to the summit with people who are afraid of heights. To keep going, you need a powerful engine. Most people look for the carrot. I'm offering you the whip. This is a technique the greatest American coaches use. Double visualization. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself in 5 years. You did the work. You followed the protocol. You have the confidence, the energy, the money, the freedom. Feel that pride. Now imagine the other version, the one where you quit after 3 days, and you have the same excuses, the same soft. Now let's talk about the real cancer, dopamine. Every second you spend swiping on your phone, you are selling a piece of your soul to an algorithm designed to make you an addict. We live in an attention economy. If you aren't paying for the product, you are the product. For these 14 days, you enter monk mode. We cut the distractions, we reduce the noise. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his time reading, not scrolling. Knowledge is the only currency that doesn't suffer from inflation. Choose a skill, coding, sales, trading, and give it 1 hour of total focus every day. No phone, no music, just you and your brain. My opinion is clear. Infinite scrolling is the most dangerous drug of our century. It gives you the illusion of living while keeping you in a state of brain death. There is a fundamental difference between wanting to win and being incapable of losing. In the United States, we call this burning the boats. It's an old military reference, but it has become the ultimate mantra for the top entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley. When you have no safety net and no way to retreat, your brain unlocks a level of energy you never knew existed. For these 14 days, I want you to apply the rule of public commitment. If you keep this challenge a secret, you are leaving yourself an exit. You are giving yourself permission to be a coward the moment it starts to hurt. My opinion? Discretion is usually just a mask for the fear of failure. Announce your goals. Tell your family and friends about your 5 a.m. wake-ups, even if they think you're crazy. Put your reputation on the line. Nothing is more motivating than the fear of looking weak in front of the people you love. Let me tell you a story from U.S. Navy SEAL selection. During Hell Week, the instructors aren't looking for the guys with the biggest muscles. They are looking for the men who know how to segment their pain. One candidate explained that if he thought about the 5 days of sleepless torture ahead of him, he would have quit instantly. So he invented a rule: win until the next meal. He didn't think about the end of the week. He focused solely on making it to breakfast. Once breakfast was over, he fought to make it to lunch. That is exactly what you are going to do. Do not look at these 14 days as an insurmountable mountain. It's too heavy for your current brain to carry. Just win your first 60 minutes tomorrow morning. If you win your wake up, you win your day. If you win your day, you win your life. To segment is to conquer. We've reached the critical point. You feel like you need stimulants to move forward? You're wrong. You need stillness. In American performance culture, a new concept is rising: the silent walk, or combat meditation. During this challenge, I am forbidding you from eating while watching a YouTube video. I am forbidding you from taking a shower while listening to music. Why? Because you must retrain your brain to function without background noise. It is in total silence that million-dollar ideas are born. If you cannot handle being alone with your thoughts for 10 minutes, you are your own prisoner. Break free. Learn to embrace boredom, because that is where your creativity is hiding. Listen closely to what I'm about to say, because this is where 90% of people quit. Over the next 14 days, there is a high probability that you will miss an alarm. There's a high chance you'll cave to a notification or skip a workout. Most people see this as a death sentence. They think, I failed. I might as well stop everything. That is a loser's mentality. In the United States, top-tier mental performance coaches use the never miss twice rule. If you fall, you get up immediately. 1 failure is an accident. 2 consecutive failures are the beginning of a new bad habit. My opinion? Perfection is the enemy of progress. We aren't looking to be perfect for 14 days. We are looking to be relentless. If you stumble at 7 a.m., don't waste the rest of your day. Resume the protocol at 7:01 a.m. Look at how the best quarterbacks in the NFL operate. When they throw a catastrophic interception that costs their team a touchdown, they head back to the bench, analyze the mistake for 30 seconds, and then they forget it. They call it having the memory of a goldfish. If you spend your entire day beating yourself up because you ate processed food or scrolled for 10 minutes, you are burning the very energy you need to win the next hour. The past is a prison. The future is an opportunity. Adopt this American culture of the instant rebound. The game isn't over until the clock hits 0. Your 14 days are a championship game. Every second counts. Your brain has a security mechanism that scientists call the central governor. It is a part of your mind that sends you signals of fatigue, boredom, or hunger long before you're actually at your limit. It's a biological protection inherited from your ancestors to conserve energy. During this protocol, you will hit that wall. Your brain will whisper, "It's okay. You've already done 3 days. Take a break." It's a trap. This is the exact moment you must switch to autopilot. Do not negotiate with your brain. We don't negotiate with terrorists, and your lazy brain is a terrorist holding your dreams hostage. When the resistance arrives, smile. It's the sign that the rewiring is actually happening. If it didn't hurt, it wouldn't change anything. If you are still here listening to me, it's because you have that spark. Don't let it drown under the weight of your old excuses. Type "challenge accepted" in the comments. Make this message your contract, your oath before the world. Change begins the exact second this screen goes black. Take a paper, a pen, and draw your plan. Don't be the person who just watches. Be the one who executes. I'll see you on the other side, in 14 days, with a version of yourself you haven't even met yet. Get ready, because never forget that all that matters is what you do during these